boofiest that ever boofed, okay?
Big boof. Big boof boy.
Big boofy boy.
Big boof boy now, ain't he? Greg Dorrick.
Oh god, it's chaos.
Always. Don't
Chaos,
you know that?
absolute chaos.
Don't you know
Oh, we're
that?
live.
We're live? Sorry, spoilers.
Welcome, everybody. Let's see, test 1 2.
Check. 1, 2, check.
All right,
Hello,
cool.
all you beautiful people.
Welcome, everybody. All right, nerds, can you go ahead and get an audio test real quick just to see how things are coming through?
Yeah, of course.
We upgraded our kit this time. We've got full-on DAW stuff. It could be bad or it could be good. We're about to find out.
Hey.
Huh.
Caleb, do you want to go and grab those videos real quick?
I did.
There's a bit of a
Oh,
delay.
did?
Yeah.
What does my voice sound like? Let's see.
Sounds boofy.
The boofy boy.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Everybody just read
Hello.
it. Oh,
Okay.
the opera's got the oh shoot. I'm actually be able to fix this here. We're gonna do this live. Apologize. So music just cut out. We're doing that on purpose.
Steps.
Now, yeah. Well, that's okay.
You're still set to episode 6.
Are we? I'll change the stream settings. Let's see. We'll go. This is gonna be episode 2 actually.
The latency on this is actually really impressive. It's like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad.
There you
Yeah.
go. It's set to episode 2.
Only 2
Let's see.
seconds.
What do you want to call it?
That's playing. Go ahead and set this.
Don't know yet.
Someone say something?
Hey, what's going on?
Don't do drugs.
Do drugs.
Stay in school.
No, those are
Just
bad.
kidding. Leave.
No, those are
All
bad.
father fucking says do drugs.
Do
all
the good
time.
drugs.
Do good drugs.
Caleb, is this official? Is this official Aloria lore?
I feel like I'm being overruled here, so.
No, it's not. Trust me.
The cat's going crazy back here.
It's your cat.
I
Do
just
drugs.
Cody-
Don't
wanna
do drugs
figure out
except for the good
what
kind.
happened.
All right, for
to my
all our
face.
audio and engineers at home. Cody, can you help me out? I've got Opera going into the virtual in of the virtual cable. I'm trying to get Ableton to see the virtual cable so I can route the audio through Ableton.
Ooh.
So
That is a great question. I unfortunately would not be able to help. I haven't tried that before.
the way I'm doing it, hypothetically, it should work. I'm just trying to figure out. External in. That's okay. We can fix it. We can do it this way next time. I'll switch things back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Let's do.
Oh.
All right, everybody hear the music and stuff from the Discord stream still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeesh.
Can we get a quick little test online to see how things are going online?
What do you mean?
Just to see how the sound goes. Like music is going through, everything's going through, voices, the works.
I mean, sounds good.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Well, I think without further ado, we should probably start.
We can't have one more ado.
Just one more.
We can have like one more while I pull my dice tray out, if that's what you want.
I like that a lot, actually. That background, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, you like it a lot,
It
huh?
looks really nice.
Oh, it's all wiggly.
I don't know who made that, but it looks really nice.
whoever made
Yeah,
that
whoever
must
made
be
this.
real generous.
That'd be a
Real
genius.
nice.
I know.
Okay.
And there's no way they did it for free either, because that'd be way too generous.
It's not like you're getting anything out of it or anything.
No. Okay. Enough tooting my own horn.
Yeah. I can't wait till we can actually play some more music and stuff. It's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, dice. I'll use the Moonlight set, the ones that Kenzie you made.
Alrighty.
All right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a second. Just chill. And, I don't know, what is it, 9:06? Let's come back at 9:10. Sound good?
Works for me.
All right. I would encourage everybody at home just to listen to the music. Embrace yourselves. Well, without further ado, everybody ready?
Here.
Give me 5 seconds. I will be ready in literally 5 seconds. All right, I'm ready. Let's go.
Wow.
All right. Dr. Breon.
You're
Up until a few moments ago, you were doing something. Do you mind, for the rest of us, reminding us of what happened last week?
Well, I joined my fellow merry gang of weirdos in our trek to go take some ancient MacGuffin to some other random place I've never heard about. Found a cabin, got a rune, got some cool stuff. Lacey got cursed, and now we're just investigating some screaming. I'm not really certain what's going on anymore. I'm half certain this entire thing is just one mass hallucination on my part.
I want you to imagine this for a moment. Actually, I turn the lights off. Steam rises from the end of the gauntlet, your hand outstretched. Lightning still crackles across. Sputters, fades. The only thing remaining is the wind rustling between the trees. You stand on the edge of a tree line. Kale not, but a few steps behind you. Her bow drawn, arrow nocked. Behind you, the house lies about 100 feet away. There's a sound. Rustling in a bush ahead. What do you do?
I looked at Kale. Any ideas?
Light a torch.
Yeah, fair enough. I pull a torch. No, wait, I just used my last torch last session. I looked at Kale again. You got a torch?
I am already taking out.
Go ahead and mark one off.
You're done.
So you hand him the torch?
Yes.
I take it.
You gonna light it?
Yep.
Oh, Kenzie, I heard feedback, by the way. Just a moment.
I bring my gauntlet up to the end of the torch, and with a quick tss, a spark flies and lights the torch.
The area around you is vast with a flickering, unsteady, golden glow. Immediately, you see in a bush ahead of you what looks like a small animal, furred. However, you notice two sets of eyes stare back at you as it looks like a raccoon with a second head growing out the side. It chatters
What
at you
the
and
fuck is that?
it runs into the bushes.
Does it run away?
It's gone.
Okay.
That was
I'm here.
strange.
Oh, Jacket, maybe from you, by the way, the feedback.
Oh crap, sorry.
No, it's okay.
We still hear the screaming, right?
Roll a perception check. I ain't saying it's gonna be high, but the DC, I mean.
Perception 14.
You listen. Waiting. Nothing but the wind. What do you do?
The screaming is gone. We should head back.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
The two of you
I
gonna
guess
turn
we
back?
start. Yeah, I'll keep watch behind us as we go back.
Yeah,
Since
Caleb kind of likes
we're
to kill
going
us.
back home. Yeah, since we're going back to the house, I'm gonna look behind us and make sure nothing's gets on us.
So we don't get
All right.
followed.
So 30 feet, unless we got more movement.
Yeah, more or less. Meanwhile, while this is happening outside, Lacey,
Hmm. Yes.
Yes.
Please continue.
do me a favor. Refresh my memory, please. Last I remembered, you were gravely injured, more or less, laying in the corner of this ramshackle wooden hut. Would you mind describing to me what it is that ails you?
Before arriving where we were attacked by something unknown. While the other two ran, I stayed to take a shot at it, try and do some damage. Whatever I hit it with came right back to me. It was the worst pain I've ever felt. Later, the pain just disappeared, like it was never there. And the others say my eyes have gone black. Still don't know what's happening to me yet.
So sorry, I didn't mean to bump that. You sit now in the corner of the room, dark, unlit, only the barest of moonlight flickering in from the far window by the door. The light that adorns the bed in silver shafts outlines a shape. You blink against the shadows, straining. And then you see it, two small pinpricks of light. Two eyes staring back at you. Where are you going? What do you do?
Do I recognize the eyes?
Roll a perception check.
$25.
You do. They're yours too, now.
Do I recognize the voice?
Back in the complex, before you found the Landorian champion tied in his prison cell, there was a voice that shouted at you. This is not the same voice. This one is new. Off to bed, I see. Off the dreams, yeah. The figure
Hello?
sits. Yeah. You said hello to it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello there.
You can hear me?
I am surprised you can hear me.
Are you inside my head right now?
What difference does it make?
What am I thinking of?
The figure sits stooped on what was once, not was once. It was the stool that the food was sat upon inside the door of the house. It sits there perched upon it like a bird, but its figure is long, tall, far too large. The stool might as well be a thimble. It sort of sits hunched, its back sort of stooped against the ceiling, looking down upon you. You're thinking you're not sure you're where you're supposed to be. You should have gone with them.
Why?
You do not wish to be alone.
Who does? What difference does it make?
The figure seems to lean forward in this movement that sort of defies your understanding. It shrinks and then stands. It's your height now. It looks around the room, sort of tracing the outside of the wall. What is this place?
Do I look like I have any idea? I wish.
This is not yours.
What do you mean?
There's a moment where it looks down and it kind of you swear it blinks for a second in confusion and looks back. Who are you?
Lacey Stagheart. You?
I've never heard of a Lacey Stagheart.
Well, I didn't think I was a celebrity, but... Are you a fan?
You could say so.
You're not a stalker, are you? That'd be super weird.
No, God, no.
Oh, okay, thanks. That makes me feel tons better.
Who was the man? The man you shot? Who was he?
The man I shot.
There's a moment where he shakes his head. I've been seeing dreams. Dreams of you. The circular womb. Chains. What did you do to bring me here?
I didn't bring you here. I don't know who you are. I don't know how this happened, but if you could explain that to me, that'd be awesome.
I feel so... It, like, twitches for a second, drops to one knee. You see its form almost seems to, like, shimmer and shake.
Jesus, you okay?
Where am I? Hello?
Hey, Hi, we were just
Oh,
having
shit.
a conversation.
It
Hey.
it falls backwards and like begins to like scrabble backwards on the floor.
I'm just gonna look at him. My jaw's kind of dropped, and I'm gonna blink exactly 2 times.
Bing bonk.
Bink bonk.
Perfectly choreographed.
What?
What do you mean? What?
What just happened? Who are you? Are you still that guy?
I
What?
should be asking you the same thing. I was in my car. What the? He like looks down at his own arm and begins to like inspect us. Who the? He stands up and you see him begin to dart towards the window, towards the glass. Who? Wait. He turns and looks at you. You seem familiar. But do I know you from somewhere?
Do I know him from somewhere, Caleb?
Kale, I want you to make a perception check for me, please.
$18.
Ooh.
You step around the side of the house. Dr. Brion in tow, his mechanical contraption. Behind you, right. You step around to the door and there's a moment where you look around the corner. You see a blur of movement in the window. What do you do?
Do I see it?
Lacey, are you awake?
I look at Kale. Yeah, you don't see this dude over here?
Oh,
I don't know what
sorry.
his deal is. He just
Oh, Kenzie,
I'm
you're
outside still, Lacey.
you're inside. Kale, step.
yeah. I'm
around.
like looking at her throughout the window. Who
Kale,
the fuck's this guy?
Kale, you step around to the front and finally get a proper view in. You turn and look, and there's a man standing in the window. What do you do?
I'm going to take my dagger out and I'm going to rush in and I'm going to point it at him. Who are you? What do you want
No,
from us?
Kale, wait, no, he's not dangerous. He's just dumb. Give him a second.
He like shields himself and dissipates in the fog.
What the hell?
Can you explain that, Cal?
Cal, you sort of stoop into the door with your like mech suit, like, whoop, and then the door kind of parts for you. Cal, I can hear your feedback, by the way.
Oh, sorry. I'm holding down push to talk on X.
Cal, what do you do?
I'm gonna doff my armor first. Just disassembles itself before neatly retracting behind me. And did I see any of that?
You saw portions of it, yeah. You saw the figure in the. You gotta let go of the button, Holly.
Give me 5 minutes and like some of your memories, and yeah, I could probably figure it out.
Wait, what?
Oh, it was me answering Colin's question.
Oh, gotcha. I was saying I could still hear your feedback.
Oh, my bad. I couldn't hear you there.
That's okay, man. But what'd you say?
Give me 5 minutes and I'll look inside your skulls, and I could probably figure it out, yeah?
Joy, I'm gonna go over to Lacey. She's still laying on the ground, right?
Correct. Well, Lacey, where are you at?
You said she
I'm
was in
kind
the
of
corner.
slumped in front of the window, just kind of in shock as to what I just witnessed and the complete and utter confusion my brain is in.
I'll give you guys kind of a
Mush.
mental picture of the room itself. Imagine a rectangular room, like wider than it is tall. There's a door on the right side there's a door on the right on the front face of like the longest side of the house. It steps in. You look to the left, the bed is against the left wall. Above the bed is the window on that front facing wall. Lacey, you were off in the corner that was directly across from the door, sort of like opposite of the bed. You gonna like step over to the side and like kind of like you're like stepping up and following this like dude as he went over to the window?
Yeah.
Okay. So Kali, you see her kind of like half sitting, half standing, kind of like just looking confused.
I'm gonna. Kali will sheathe her dagger and go over to Lacey. Are you all right?
Dr. Brian, make a dex saving throw, please.
Oh. Shit.
For fuck's sake.
That one.
That will
What'd you roll?
be a 17.
17.
God, I'm not proficient in that, so that is really impressive.
Dr. Brian, there's a moment, you feel like a vibration not in the ground, in the air. You instinctively sort of like, your body moves before your mind even understands what's happening. You've sort of like stepped to the side, in the space that you were in, this black humanoid figure materializes and then collapses, like on the fetal position on the floor. He's holding his head, and it seems to be like groaning, sort of like in what seems like pain, like a headache. Stop, please. Lacey, you look at this person and you notice two things. One, they seem to be like a humanoid person with black skin, almost like leather. And there's a moment where your eyes sort of see this weird like string coming from what looks to be like his chest, and you realize it's like a black cord like tracing along the floor that connects to yours. What do you do?
Okay.
I think this is. I'm just gonna say, Cal's definitely like holding his gauntlet out, charging it up, about to shoot this man through the skull.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Give me one reason not to.
Because he's talking to me through my head, and that obviously means he's important. Have you ever watched a movie before?
You don't know what a movie is.
In this instance, I do.
That's not how that works.
We're
Caleb, do you have
making
the
it
flagger?
canon.
It's a
No.
play. You know the play.
A what?
Okay, you've seen a play.
Yes. Shakespearean.
I've heard those stories before.
Fine.
You can't find any way to make that more fantasy.
I've heard the tales. I've heard the stories.
Have you never heard the bard sing his tune of...
That time someone spoke in my mind somehow.
I think it was called Freaky Friday.
Oh my god, just shut up.
Oh my god.
Have you ever heard of the prophet Raven from That's So Raven?
Steel Knighted Center 6 flames.
Alright, somebody's literally going crazy mode on the ground.
And the
We need to
Lord
get
said,
this.
snap, the end.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to this strange man. I'm gonna crouch down. I'm gonna get eye level. I'm just gonna look at him.
He's like clutching his head, sort of like moving on the ground. You do what exactly?
What?
You said you do what exactly?
I'm just gonna get eye level to him, and I'm gonna look at him.
Okay. You sort of drop on one knee and like look down at him. What do you do?
I'm gonna give him a ration.
Okay. You take a second and fish a bundle of like crackers out of your bag, and offer it to him.
You're probably hungry.
What? There's a disorienting moment where you look in this person's face and their face has no features. It looks to be a completely smooth mask. No eyes, no mouth. And there's a moment where the center of the face sort of just like pulls inwards like a hole that just goes down and down and down. You blink and then shake this like vertigo off. You hand him the ration.
Heh. You can have that. That's yours. Do you have a name?
He stills.
Who cares if it's got a name? Just shoot it all.
Cal, I will
Help me.
fucking stab you. Shut up.
I'm telling you, this is not a good idea.
You're not a good idea. Your mom's not a good idea. Shut up.
Every time an eldritch monstrosity has made its way into the place where I'm sleeping, it has never gone well. Okay?
He's
That
not
is
even
my
eldritch.
final
How do you know that? You're just assuming, you racist fuck.
I'm not even engaging in this conversation.
Kale,
Exactly.
by the way,
Mind your business.
it's worth noting that from your point of view, you're kind of standing at the side. Dr. Breon in this sort of silvery, like multi-scale plated sort of mechanical suit, and then Lacey, bloodied and beaten, are arguing. This shadowy form on the ground just sits. However, Kale, to your eyes, it seems translucent, like it's made of smoke. It sort of pulsates and just moves and bobs. There's a moment of quiet. You hear the two of them arguing, but it falls silent. What do you do?
I want to go over to the thing on the floor, and I want to try to touch the smoke.
Okay.
Touch the weird. I just
Roll.
like I guess on like
Roll an investigation check.
The weird smoky
on
man.
his body, on its body. I have no clue.
You're just
Touching him
gonna...
is probably the better
That's
idea.
creepy.
maybe
So
it's
Kale's
gross.
kind of, so you two are still having the argument. Kale's kind of like ducking under y'all, like,
He's-
you know what I
They
mean?
should
Just
be
gonna
like a
fill
little
this
bit in
man
front
up.
of me, at least I'm thinking.
But
Because
what?
she's eye level with it, which would mean that it's on the head end, and she's arguing with Cal, which most likely be beside it as well, and I'm kind of from the behind.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking in my head. You
Sure,
can
that
say
works.
differently, but
What'd you roll?
okay. That was not good, and 5.
You
I just want to see if I can touch it at all.
reach out and you step, rather I would say you step forward and drop to a knee and reach out to touch this creature. Your hand passes straight through the fog. It feels cold, like still. Then there's a burning sensation. What do you do?
Is it like I put my hand in boiling water?
Just about. You look down and see the tips of your fingers begin to crack.
Yeah,
and
I pull
turn.
it out.
You look and see the tips of your fingers are blistered and cracked and gray, like this, the color was leached from the skin. And it comes back and rejuvenates.
What did you just do?
I tried touching it.
Like I said, it never goes well.
Right. Listen, Lacey, the prone sort of like leathery skinned creature looks at you. It's like, listen, you have to help me. I don't know why I'm here. I want to go back. I want to go back where I came from. Please, just
Oh, I can send you back where you came from, sunshine.
no,
Shut up.
please.
Cal, please.
I'm listening.
Why am I the only person with a level? Oh, I'm a genius. That's right. Sorry.
What do you do?
How can I help you? Tell me how to help you. I will try.
He stammers, he looks confused, sort of disoriented.
Calm down. You are safe.
No, you're not.
Roll a charisma check.
Use the feminine charms.
Using
to-
these feminine charms, please. Oh, nat 20. Nat 20 healed. Nat 20.
Wild for the win.
That's a luck point. Also, Caleb, can we hear this dude, by the way?
Interesting note. What languages do you know?
Both of us, I'm guessing.
Who are you talking to, Caleb?
I guess both of y'all, yeah.
I know Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Draconic.
I know. Where is this stuff? Oh, I don't have it.
Wait,
Mandorian.
Cal, say which ones you had again?
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Draconic.
I know Common, Giant, Dwarvish, and Landorian. Which is just another part of Common, I guess.
Check my notes real quick.
Can we hear this dude, by the way? Like me and Cal?
That's what I'm trying to find out. I'm actually checking my notes.
see.
Let's see.
Lacey just does not fear anything. It's fucking funny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She wonders why she keeps dying.
Shut up.
So, Feminine Charms 1, Eldritch Monstrosity 0.
I mean, hey, she gets the nat 20s, they don't, obviously.
I wanna.
So,
I really
interesting
wanna
note.
do like a little dance to make him comfy.
Stop.
I wanna, dude. I wanna use my fucking background. Listen, I have no other choice
Doing some
but to
dance,
throw it back for this man.
embodiment of dance in the corner.
I'm just listen.
Girl's gonna
I'm
fucking
just
strip
a
tease
little,
the
just a little
horror.
bit of Gaga choreography. Everybody loves Gaga.
The famous bard, Lady
Caleb,
Gaga.
did you just say strip
Yes.
tease
Madam,
choreography in horror?
Madam Goo Goo.
Strip tease the
Caleb,
horror. I'm
please,
putting that
I
down
want
real
you
quick.
to let me
Lord.
dance for this man. I want to do the choreography from Lady Gaga's Judas music video.
I'm using a luck point to make a reroll for him.
I rolled a nat 20, I deserve.
No.
I deserve.
I'm
No,
using a luck point to make a reroll.
Here's what's happening. Kale. There's a moment where Lacey talks to you and is like, yeah, basically, what happened? What did you do? She turns and talks to you, and then the shadowy form begins to speak. Then Lacey turns back, and then she opens her mouth, and it comes forth from her. The two begin speaking. Cal. Actually, interesting little plot hole. Cal, do you know deep speech?
I should. That was one of the ones I picked. I don't. Oh
did-
wait, no, I swapped it out. Crap.
L.
Okay. So,
Ooh.
That sucks.
guys, I'm gonna have to nix that conversation or part of it because you didn't hear what the guy said about helping him. But I would say you did antagonize Lacey. It's strange when Dr. Breon and Cal, that you notice that when she turns to talk to y'all, the voice drops and she speaks normally. But it's like a flash. It's a moment. It's a shift. It's immediate.
Lacey, I didn't know your mother came from the deepest pits of hell.
Is she getting possessed, Cal?
That's a really good question. You want to hold her down? I can find out.
Please. Yeah. He turns to Lacey. Please. He stops.
You what?
Wait. I know you.
How do you know me?
You're from that dream. You're
You're a dream?
Yeah. Oh God. He begins to kind of like recoil from you and sort of scrabble backwards from you on the floor, sort of like on his elbows. What do you do?
I won't hurt you. You're safe here.
No. Stay back. Stay back. He looks down.
Okay, this is getting seriously concerning.
Yeah, the two of
Can
you
I
just,
use my
see-
talk to animals?
Bro.
Oh,
Cause he acting like one.
who said what?
She wants to cast Speak with Animals because the thing's acting like
You know,
I charmed this man with a net 20 and he still can't keep him fucking cool.
oh shit, I did not mean to pause that. My bad.
Not the immersion.
Where did the subject
Okay, I
find
think
me?
I'm gonna have to apprehend Lacey here.
No.
I'm getting prepped to cast Identify.
Oh.
You even have fucking spells or
What was the
I
what was the spell
don't.
called? Speak
I
with
can't
animals.
even cast Identify. I gotta take a. Well, I mean,
Beast.
I did get a
Is
shot.
it
I
identify
got
ritual?
So unfortunately, it's not a beast. So even if you could cast it, it wouldn't qualify.
Bro,
I'm
what
sorry.
do you mean?
Crap. That sucks. Sucks. I don't even have. I mean, I only got a short rest because my long rest got cut off, didn't I? Crap.
Yeah, all of our longers got put off from this fuck.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, what the fuck, Lacey?
No kidding, Lacey. God damn.
What? What?
Why do you have to have character development
No
with all
kidding,
of
dude. You're supposed to just be mindless. Gee.
Bro, what?
So
Why am I being shamed? I was talking to you this!
Mid.
What? Okay, we're fucking
Bro.
weird right
My feeling can't
What's
feel no
happening?
more.
so
Bro, I'm never doing main character shit ever again around you guys. Fuck you.
Okay. I can roll that.
How could you?
you could just let her have a
Bro.
moment.
I'm just
Cal.
playing
You
with
know,
her.
Yeah, that's like that's possible, right?
I can't hear you over
All
Lacey
right,
making
so-
random animal noises.
Alright, come on guys, focus up.
Children.
Children, stop fighting.
Hey, you guys don't shut up. I'll start dropping boulders. Okay.
No.
Okay,
no.
alright. What's the story next, Caleb?
I'm glad you asked. The man looks to the door. He's going. He disappears.
Okay, that was creepy as hell. What the hell is happening right now?
I don't know who this teleporting smoke man is, but oh,
The door opens.
Oh fuck.
yeah, uh-huh.
Get ready.
You're
I'm gonna take my bow out.
Kala, you notch an arrow. Dr. Brion, what are you doing?
I'm donning my armor, but not my big boy armor. I want to go back to small boy for just this round.
Lacey, what do you do?
Sister's got the right idea. I'm gonna whip out my bow and knock an arrow.
You knock it,
Yeah,
sighting down the
queen.
line.
Oh god.
You place the target in the middle of the forehead of the man. It's large. Now, the figure takes up most of the doorway. It steps in. The room is dark here, by the way. There's Dr. Brand, did you light a torch?
I mean, we still have the torch, don't we? It hasn't been an hour.
Okay, so Kale, you have it lit, you have it sort of like either down on the ground or it was even in your hand. Do you want to drop it to draw the bow?
Actually, I had it. He gave it to me.
You could put a Wasn't there like a desk or something in the place? You could put it like on the side of that.
There's like a stool right behind you if you just want to like put it there for a sec.
Yeah.
Okay, so you let's just say it was there. The room is filled with flickering firelight. It illuminates the figure of the large, stooped figure. It hunches in the doorway and then stands up, taller than what would have been Dr. Brion's power armor.
Oh, wow.
Should
That's
I
a big
brush with
guy.
this thing? Actually, screw it. I'm gonna go up a level because
Cody.
I want to box with this thing.
Would you mind describing the appearance of your character for me?
Okay, so so you guys see, you see this door open, and through it you see this very tall figure. And as the light starts to illuminate his presence, you can tell that this is a hyena-like humanoid. His eyes go wide when he looks into the room. You see that he is large, tall. He's muscular, but he looks kind of stocky and old. He's wearing he has this long grayed mane of ginger and silver hair. And these striking amber eyes. And yeah, his eyes go wide when he walks in. He's covered in this cloak, mostly covering one side. All of him is covered, but there's an extra bit of cloth that's going over his left arm.
Where are the what kind of cloth are we talking? Is it like a coat, or is it like a wool?
Yes, it is sort of like it's like a sort of coat, a traveler's cloak, even.
All right, cool. The rugged, sort of burly, sort of stooped figure stands before the three of you, weapons drawn. He seems to be only carrying a few bags.
Yeah, he's there. He's carrying these a sizable amount of supplies at his side, but he drops them after seeing you all, and he eventually speaks up with, "Who are you people?"
I'm gonna immediately like loosen my arrow, drop it on the ground, throw my hands out. I'm not fighting a bear. No, no.
I'm
No.
sizing
Why?
up for this asshole. Cal's deployed his big boy mech, and he is got his hands up, the thruster on the back of his bow bunker, ready to swing at this guy.
What are you doing in my home?
Oh,
This your house?
shit, this is your place? Oh, fuck. Sorry, dog. We had to steal your crib.
Did you eat my food?
No. I promise you we didn't.
You might have, but
Who?
Cal.
I was angry. What the fuck do you want from me?
Do you not have your own rations?
No. I'm sorry.
You could have asked us for one.
I wasn't being.
Guys,
Let me speak.
I'm sorry I wasn't packing to be sent to another
Cal, shut
dimension.
Cal. Let the man explain.
Who are you people? Why are you in my home? I asked this question.
Do you want the short answer or the long answer?
Any
Answer.
answer.
I am a genius intellect. I point to Kale.
That's
She's a
who
bandit.
you are, not why we're here.
He wanted to know. I'm pretty sure he wanted to know both. I'm giving him the long answer. We ended up here. We were running. It was dark. We'd been out for a very long time. We saw a shelter. No one was home. So we figured we'd take a nap here. I apologize for invading the premises. I understand this is your own private domicile, but sorry.
the place
We'll
is
take our leave.
a mess. I didn't leave anything out.
Like, most of the stuff's ours after that thing.
You guys look around and you see the bed is sort of like where you kind of pushed it back. It's like kicked off at an angle. The cupboard's like kind of propped up against the bed. One of the stools looks splintered, or one of y'all has like bumped into it and like or stepped on it. Looking at you, Dr. Breon.
He
Fuck you, man.
he gasps for a second and then storms into the room, past you guys.
It's all one. It's like all one kind of big rectangular kind of chamber.
Yes.
Oh, into the room
past you
I
guys.
see. I'm sorry. I'll shut up now.
And he goes over to one of the corners and he looks under a floorboard, kind of frantically. He's shaking, and he opens it up, and he looks inside, and he kind of freezes, and then he just nods and closes it back up and looks back to everyone.
We can dip if we.
Gee, we good. We're pulling. I'm good. You guys have fun. He starts to back up towards the door.
Listen. Here's how this is gonna go down. It's not safe out there at night. You all know this. I can keep you for a day, but after that, you must leave.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm honestly... Okay, here's the question. I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off. Do you snore?
Does a bear
Do I
shit in the
snore?
woods?
Yeah, that's fair. Well, this one doesn't.
Oh.
Not
Yeah,
a bear,
you got a nice
but-
bullet, bud. I saw it earlier.
What the fuck do you mean by that? You don't just compliment someone on their shithole.
I haven't had a guest in 25 years. So,
Well, we can-
Surprise!
You guys are very rude.
Eh,
Too.
and you're a bundle of sunshine.
My name is Kale. And she points to Cal. This is Dr. Calian.
Breon, Cal Breon.
And this is Lacey.
Hello.
We are very confused and, well, we originally are from the Scout Brigade, me and Lacey, of, what was it, Caleb? Ackmore? I forgot what it was called.
The two of you, I would say, the Scout Brigade recruits from different places across the Holy Tyrene Empire. It's entirely possible the two of you came from vastly different places, but ended up at the same destination. Not necessarily from Ackmore.
Okay, so it's just a name to designate what it is? Is the organization from any specific place?
The home base is in the capital city, yes.
Okay. We are a part of the Scout Brigade, and we were tasked with investigating someplace, but we were attacked. And after some monstrosity had devoured and attacked our platoon, we ended up being transferred and transported, and we were in a deep stone complex of it was confusing. It was a maze. We just recently got out of it and reached above ground, and we've been traveling for an entire day. It is very rude of us to trespass upon your land. And
Well, you're here now. And it sounds like you guys are in a fair bit of trouble.
If you want to call it that.
Right.
Yes.
So, this Scout Brigade, I can't say that I'm familiar with this.
There's identification for the scout brigade, right, Caleb?
Correct. So,
I'm gonna take that identification now. I assume it's like a badge or a patch.
yeah, it would be a patch on the left breast that would have the like the Scout Brigade emblem upon it.
Yeah, the bandaged person will kind of shoulder forwards slightly and then start slowly ripping the patch off. And I assume it has the hammer symbol for the Allfather.
So
Once he sees that, his blood runs cold, his ears perk up, and he takes a step back.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
No. What were you investigating?
We weren't given specific details, but it was a underground complex, probably like one that we were just in.
So no one you were looking
we never
for.
reached it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Tea, perhaps. If that wasn't stolen by some, well, whoever was in here.
I looked to Cal.
I'm gonna look at Cal.
Why the fuck are we looking at me?
Did you steal his tea?
No, I'm a coffee guy.
I also have coffee, if that is something that.
I didn't take either. It's a whole process. I've got it's pumped into my bloodstream. I'm fine.
Oh, that's I've never heard of this
He's
delivery
not-
method.
yeah, Frederick, roll a medicine check for me.
That's putting it lightly.
That is an 18.
It's weird, you never heard the term bloodstream before, but he's probably referring to his veins, in which case you're very concerned.
I don't know if it should be going in there, but either way, if they haven't ransacked the place, let me take a look. He's gonna move over to the cupboards near the fire, where the stove is, where this pot of stew
So, yeah,
that he
kind
didn't lay out.
of the
was
layout
there.
of the room in the across from the door, about in the center of the rectangle, is a circular little fire pit. A pot hangs from a ceiling from a long chain. It hangs there suspended. The remains of what was left of your dinner, Frederick, lies at the bottom, sort of like. Or, wait, I guess it wouldn't have been your dinner, would it?
No, he doesn't recognize it. He doesn't remember making the stew.
Interesting.
This place was, the food on the table was rotten, and
What? Oh. I haven't been here for a week. Perhaps some. Oh, my supplies. Damn it. I spent a week in some Guerrier, getting supplies, my monthly run. But it seems that what I had left here was taken.
there didn't seem to be any signs of anybody being here for a very long time.
It's very strange. I've had a break-in or two before, but
Well, I will take watch for tonight. My companion, Lacey, she is very badly wounded.
oh,
I would like us to have rest. Not. Yes.
right.
Well, I'm totally fine.
You are
Everything-
bleeding and you should go to bed.
I don't like when you yell at me.
Then don't make me yell at you.
Hold on. And he's gonna walk out to the supplies that he dropped by the door, and he's gonna just bring them in. Well, luckily for us, I did pick up some tea. Don't have any coffee.
Ah,
It's taken. Sorry.
May I ask one more question?
Oh,
Are you aware of any shadowy people that lives
Um.
here? My friend Lacey, we're having some weird dealings with her having a curse.
A curse.
please don't kick me out. I'm not that bad.
Right. Shadowy people. Are you sure this is not just, the strange things can happen at night these days?
Well,
I think I'm just literally crazy. Like, he talks to me in my head. It's really, really weird, but I think I'm just a psychopath. It's nothing to worry about, for real, for real.
Lacey,
You know,
you were speaking 2 times in a row, like somebody else is speaking through you while you spoke. I don't think
People
that's
with
safe.
mental, my brain just likes to talk to itself sometimes. It's okay. It's fine. Everything's okay. It'll work
Your
itself
eyes are black.
out.
oh, your eyes are black.
Uh, uh, uh,
I'm gonna go over to Lacey and I'm just going to I'm gonna grab her and I'm gonna, pull her down a little bit towards the ground to have her sit.
ah, please, ow, please, no.
Yes, sit.
Uh,
I'm gonna keep her there, just sit beside her. If you need any help, please ask me. I want to make for our intrusion, make up for it.
Well, seeing it, this mess isn't really, from the sounds of it, not your fault. I'm not sure what you would be making up for. Just stay the night and be on your way. Though that does look pretty concerning.
We've had a lot of things happen to us. Many things unexplainable and horrific. I'd rather
can
not
see.
tell you the details.
That's fair.
What's your name?
Brugar. My name's Brugar.
With a D or a B?
A B.
Ruga. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for your hospitality.
And he's just gonna get to work on making the tea.
All right.
Kali will sit beside Lacey. She's going to like sit sideways and like put her legs over Lacey's to like stop her from moving.
no.
Actually, she's basically just gonna sit on her.
No! Please! Listen. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit in her lap, kind of, or just like on her thighs, and just make her stay put. Because clearly, her talking is the most of that she's gonna be doing.
It's the... I've
Cal,
had a
you
little
should
bit too
rest
much
too.
curse today.
Yeah, you look over and Dr. Brian is like A posing and sort of rotating slowly in the corner.
Stop.
No, he's having some tech difficulties. He'll be back though. It's okay. For now, Dr.
He's
Brian
lost tracking.
Dr. Brian sits with his arms crossed by the door, sort of moodily kind of. He's not talking to anybody.
Sounds like
What a little bitch.
Shut up, Lacey.
Ah! No. I'm gonna mumble under my breath.
Brugar, what would you roll to make tea?
I think it's just a ritual thing he's pretty used to. He has a kettle.
Yeah, I know, but like,
He already has
For-
tools and stuff like that, so.
for extra flavor.
Okay,
I'll
why
make him
not?
roll.
See how well he's gonna give them some herbal tea as it is late.
Roll for flavor.
He rolls in
Oh.
that one, and we just get stream water.
So if that's gonna be a nature check, for some reason I think that's let's see.
Oh yeah, that's
It's gonna be a -1 because it's intelligence and 5e. So that is gonna be a 17.
don't matter.
Don't matter. Don't matter.
Sorry, 1 second.
Can't believe you two just. As soon as the other one talks, you immediately talk Glacier Cow. Just like immediately when the other person
It
starts
is
talking,
not
you're gonna
my
fight
fault that the only thing that comes out of this man's fucking mouth is the utmost fuckery I have ever heard. Absolutely atrocious.
I told
Stream, guys.
oh, there you are. Yeah, I said Dr. Breon is edge propped against the doorway, and he just says lol.
Yes.
it.
Cringe.
Cringe
It's
gay.
giving. It's giving band kid. It's giving band kid.
It's giving.
It's giving.
Don't ever
It's
say that.
giving. I hope your sister's watching this.
Yeah, if
stream.
my sister heard this, she'd strangle you.
I don't want her to actually hate me, but part of me really wants to do it just to see what she's gonna say to me.
She still rolls her eyes every time I tell her about the Spronk thing. She's not amused by Spronk.
It's so good. What do you
I love it. I think it's amazing. She doesn't like my sense of humor. I think she makes it a point to not like my sense of humor.
It's because you're her brother. I feel like if I told her, she'd think it was cool. We've literally seen that happen in your house.
All right, we're back to it though. Brugar, what did you roll?
17.
There's a sort of motion or a wordless motioning of hands as Brugar gestures out with his right arm, emerging from the cloak, sort of urging you all to come sit by the fire. He begins, lights it. Some time passes. Brugar, you walk outside to fetch the fresh water from the well. You take a step out of the door. You step out to the left, towards the tree line. What do you do?
He just shakes his head in anger and makes his way over to the well.
Roll a performance check for me.
Oh,
Performance. Why performance?
What?
that is a natural 1. Oh wait, no, that's a 4. My bad. So that is
Critical fail.
no. So I rolled a 4, and then I gotta just check my modifier. For performance is +2. That's a 6.
It's gotta be a +5 at least.
Ooh.
The moment the door shuts behind you, a ragged breath escapes. The mask cracks. These being the most words you've said to a person in months. You find yourself exhausted. You walk to the well.
I do. His head hurts.
The cool night air is welcoming. Welcoming against the pounding of your skull. The fury drumming in your chest. dare they? Could have been worse. What do you do?
I take the water.
You step to the well, and the hand crank, smooth, worn by years of use. It glides gently in your palm as the rope rises, the bucket with it. You take it in your hands and venture back.
He takes a deep breath before he steps back inside, trying to put on a more neutral demeanor.
Dr. Creon. Lord, dude.
No, that was Kale.
Oh. Well, you know what? Speaking of Kale, let's start with you. After the fire is lit, Brugar rises to his feet, his arms sort of propping up against his knee and pushing himself. He sort of groans as he rises. You see the peppered fur and grayed mane. The door shuts behind him. And the three of you are alone.
Cover my face as I cough into it.
What do y'all do?
Well,
Bless you.
No, that was literally Kale. I'm like, not me.
Yes. And
Well, she's going to just take what she threw up and put it in her pocket, I guess.
Alright. Add one thingamajig to your inventory.
Yep.
you know, that's probably the most interesting thing I've ever seen someone do. But I might have something that you might tell me what it is.
Okay.
Caleb, do you remember the vial I was given with this liquid in it?
Correct, yeah.
I want to give it to her and see if she knows anything about it.
Sure. Let me go check my notes.
Wild liquid. I don't think I know.
It's a pinkish vial with this viscous liquid. Unknown, completely.
Let's see.
Doesn't look like a health potion, does
It's also in like a rose-shaped glass bottle.
Rose-shaped glass bottle. That's crazy. The
Right.
glass making on that is probably cracked.
I'm trying to find the part in my notes where it says what that is.
You said it was a rose shape?
Yes.
Maybe it's like a love potion.
I don't know, it looks pretty fleshy to me.
Excuse me, I'm grabbing one of my books.
It sucks for
Y'all go
Cal
ahead
right now.
You'll go ahead and do your thing for a sec.
Alright, I'll
Someone start playing the elevator music.
Well, I mean, this doesn't look like a potion I'd know, at least not right now. The glass work is very impressive.
Yeah, I know. I just wish I knew what it was. I don't know what to do with it. I was just gonna sell it originally, but maybe it has a purpose?
Have you had this on you this whole time?
Yes, actually.
We didn't get it in that maze, did we?
No. It
If I
was
recall
when we
correctly, there
separated.
was a tithe and an item exchanged.
Yes, I think I gave him my mirror. And then he gave me that.
I see.
I know it's a magic item though.
Can I roll an Arcana?
You may.
And Cal would be all over this shit, but she's asking me anyway, so
Dr. Breon, while they're having this conversation, what are you doing?
he's not here.
Oh, is he still restarting his computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Arcana. I'm not proficient in Arcana. That's a 9.
With that, should we take a couple-minute break?
Yeah, we should.
You know what? I think that's actually a perfect idea. We'll go ahead and play a little intermission.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Right now it is 10:20, just about halfway through. So good timing. Let's go ahead. It's 10:20. We'll come back at 10:30 and see where we go from there. All right.
Woohoo! Yeah.
All right. Sick. Thank you, everybody who's watching. Whoever's watching out there. Be back in a bit.
He's like confused.
Welcome back.
Fuck, I don't remember the movie.
What I missed?
Caleb, it's a meme. It's the dude has like a jacket on his arm, and his hair is slicked back.
You mean John Travolta from Pulp Fiction?
I think so, and he's like on the roof, and he's like confused.
He's not on the roof. He just kind of looks around the house like, huh?
Yeah. I think is it John Travolta? Yes. Thank you. I put it in ramblings.
Here, I'll check it out in a second. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see how Jack's doing. Jack, you there, bro?
He said his thingy was broken, the app.
Yeah, they said the audio movies thing was broken. Well, is it possible for me to unmute in Discord and then y'all just mute me in Discord real quick?
I don't know what you mean.
Kenzie, are you there?
Yeah.
So, the three of y'all go ahead and mute me in Discord. I'm gonna unmute and then Jack will be able to hear me through Discord. So, we'll do it that way for a minute. Hey, Jack, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, is call? Never mind.
No, what's up?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Should we? Never mind.
You know what? Never mind.
So true. I'll send out.
Hey, did you... Oh. I'm trying to get him back in here. He's like not wanting to come back in Discord. No.
It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense.
Well, I guess whenever he gets back, we'll go ahead and continue.
Check ramblings.
I don't know, should I?
Yes. I made memes. You can't fucking ignore my memes.
Oh, we didn't advertise the Discord at all. Oops. Tell you what, can one of y'all pop hey Devin, you're an admin. Can you pop a Discord link in the chat? I think people can click on those later, right?
Yes, I'll say expires in 1 day. And
I love that reaction. That's so good. Okay, any second now. I guess it'd be a good time. Can one of y'all hop on Twitch and take a listen to the
I'm already
levels
doing
and
that.
kind of give me an idea what's going on?
oh, wow.
How do I sound? Am I at least my volume compared to
Oh,
I
Alex is
sound
walking in the
good.
other room, so
oh,
he's asked what you mean by.
oh, you said what?
So,
Yeah, I don't hear anything off.
I mean, is there one thing much louder than the other? Like, is my voice louder than other people's voices, or is the music louder than other people? Like, things like that.
I'm back.
Hey, what's going on, man?
It seems like it's all good to me.
Cool.
I'm
Okay.
very
yeah, he says that
frustrated
it
right now.
sounds relatively normal.
Yeah,
Good.
I can't.
Okay.
Sucks
So-
that you gotta use Discord now. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's good. So the audio movers thing, it crashed.
What?
It crashed.
Seriously?
No, I'm asking you if it crashed.
Oh no, it didn't crash. It just for some reason randomly my audio cut out, and then when I did what she said, which I restarted my laptop.
It's
It wouldn't recognize my headset. And when
Okay.
when I was done restarting, I was back. I tried starting it back up. It wouldn't even start.
It's good.
So I was worried that like
we'll
some reason.
we'll worry about the technical difficulties later. But
Yeah,
for
that's
now,
fine.
I guess I'll always talk in Discord. And so if y'all want to listen to the audio movers thing, mute me in Discord. And if it ever messes up, just unmute me in Discord, and then you're safe. You know what I mean? So
Should you mute yourself in Discord?
I'll stay
You
unmuted
can't
from
because I
now
need to
on.
listen to it
Oh
through
wait,
Discord.
you're right.
I'll stay
Fuck.
unmuted from now on. That way, people can hear me here if you guys wanted to, so we don't have this problem anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Anyways, let's switch up some music and get back into it. Gotta figure out a smoother way to fade these out eventually. Dr. Brion.
Yep.
You stand, arms crossed, propped against the doorway. The snap is loud, by the way, whoever's doing that. You see Kali and Lacey sort of bickering about, Lacey trying to get some rest. The large sort of hyena-like, bear-like creature is nowhere to be seen. What do you do?
probably gonna get some rest myself. I think that's what I want to do most.
Get some what to yourself?
Get some rest.
Hmm. He eventually returns. Door opening. Yeah, Dr. Brian, you look up to your left. He walks in, gently holding this large, sort of rusted metal pail.
And he pours it, he pours it into the kettle that's over the stove.
It sizzles as it touches the hot steel. Steam rising into the air. The sort of baked in herbs, the inside of the pan, the odor begins to waft into the room of vague, aromatic, and rich scents. Dr. Brian, you wish to rest where exactly? Just sit on the floor or something?
Anywheres, pretty much.
You eventually sort of slide down the wall, resting against it, the corner. Kali and Lacey take stools, and Brugar sort of stands over the pot, sprinkling in herbs and stirring things.
Yeah, he just keeps quiet. Occasionally sneaks glances between all of them and kind of grumbles under his breath.
What is it that you said that no one heard?
It's unintelligible. He's just mumbling frustrations.
Mm.
I got it working. I have listened to. Let's go!
Hey, shush. Keep it under wraps. Try to keep the dick problems hush, you know?
Sorry.
Gotta be a professional, man.
Apologies.
Kyle sort of exclaims to himself in the corner, then sort of it's just...
Probably messing with some sort of tech in the fucking corner.
Yeah. Goblin brain nonsense.
Since I'm the one that's awake for now, since I'm sitting on Lacey and she should be going to bed, I'm looking at her. Is she going to bed? Is she closed eyes?
I'm making direct eye contact.
Is she laying in the
roll
corner?
my eyes and look away from her.
Is she sort of laying in the corner of the room again?
I think we were on the longer rectangular side. I sat her down with her back against it, and I'm sitting on her, so. I'm gonna look at the thing that's super big in front of me. Do I know what it is?
It's a knoll. It looks like an old knoll. It's a sort of a large hyena-like bipedal creature. It has these sort of reverse jointed legs, almost like a wolf's or a dog's. They're large, huge paws that it stands on. An old knoll.
Do I know anything about gnolls at all, in terms of history?
Roll a history check.
A prejudice kind of thing.
Kind of
I
gave
guess.
that one away for me.
Are you asking about how racist you are?
Yes, I'm asking if I should be racist to him.
DM, describe to me how racist am I? And that's a
See
try.
how
Justifications
racist I am.
for
Just
fantasy
one
racism,
singular
please.
roll.
DM, can you
Okay,
argue
not
for
bad.
or against fantastical racism, please?
Please, DM. I'm begging you. Can you please tell me with a D20 how racist I am?
That's a 10 flat.
Okay.
So you don't swing one way or the other, but
you know.
I got
So
so many,
stupid.
dude. I got so many jokes in my head that I'm scared to say.
I know.
Yeah, you should be dumb.
You shouldn't say them.
No.
Not any of them. Not any
The
of them.
brain thoughts. The brain thought somebody's a great idea.
The intrusive thoughts are killing me right now.
Yeah, right. So, primarily speaking, there isn't a lot of sort of xenodiversity, if you will. Predominantly, it seems to be mostly orcs and humans. Halflings are not uncommon. The hill folk. Gnolls are a rare sight. They are, from what you've heard, tribal scavengers, sort of hunter-gatherers. They seem to be predominantly in the South Amalonian area, the continent that neighbors this one. They don't venture this far north often. But then again, where are you?
Yeah, the question.
You good?
You all right?
Damn. Yeah, that's somewhere else, would you?
Shut up. She holds
Brugar.
her bandaged hand to her face, and
Rugar, I want you to make a medicine check for me.
Okay, we'll do that.
I'm trying to catch that cold.
That is unfortunately let me see, a 7 probably. Yeah, no, I have no modifier, so 6.
You don't catch what it was that she coughed, but you notice the bandages across her body, the blood seeping through. She's infected.
Oh.
You are a Gnoll, correct?
He kind of looks at you and looks at your bandages and then kind of pops back into reality when you ask that. What's yes, I am a Gnoll.
Are you from... Kale seems to tilt her head up and left. You from North Amalon?
Yes, I am from North Amalon.
I see.
It's and that is where I reside. It's where we are.
We're in North Amalon, you say?
Yes.
Ooh, exciting.
Okay. So we know where we are. Do you know the closest village?
Yes, that is where I usually go for supplies. The Simgurye peoples, they have a settlement now. Gnolls used to often travel much more than they do these days. The Simgurye used to be a nomadic people, but they have since well, at least since I've been here, settled in that spot, it seems to be a safer way to keep people out at night.
It's a village of gnolls?
That's correct.
I see.
In fact, I would recommend maybe you, once you leave, maybe make your way there. You
That's
seem to
most
be...
likely what we will do, yes.
You seem to be quite sick. The matriarch Lakani should be able to help you with that.
I somehow doubt that.
Well, she helped me.
Yeah.
Okay, matriarch. Ooh, how do I spell that?
It's Lekani.
Lekani.
No, Lekani.
Ani.
And the name of the settlement and the people is Simgurye, which is Semgurye.
I'm just gonna assume I did that correct. Healer, I assume. Okay. Thank you for that information. We've been, like I said, we were transported back above ground, so we didn't know where we were. I'm grateful that we're still within North Amalon.
Actually, it's very unlikely. It doesn't make much sense.
A memory flashes
So
past of the keystone in the back of that cart. The monster you fought. The void. And then here.
Thank you for the information.
You're welcome.
She will nod and, I guess, kind of look away.
I think at this point the kettle's definitely going off.
It's actually been going off the entire
Yeah, it's been
time
going
we've
off for
been
like the
talking.
past 2 minutes.
So
You
Oh,
guys are
sorry.
actually screaming at each other.
My ears just aren't what they used to be.
let me let me think about this. So there was a soup thing sort of suspended back down on the fire, like from a chain on the ceiling. Would you have like unhooked the pot and then hung some kind of like a,
he would have.
it's like a
I'm
little
sure he has like a platform that he can put the kettle on.
I imagine it's like circular with like little hooks that go around and sort of hook at the top, and it hangs there, and the kettle rests in that.
Yes.
Conveniently, at that moment, the kettle starts to sing. You catch it and remove it from the fire and place it upon a rock you have on the floor, a small, like circular stone.
Well, he's gonna take it off the heat for sure.
Yeah, you take it off the fire and put it on this like rock that's kind of set beside the fire, like on the ground.
Yep. And I hope you won't mind. I don't have more than one cup, really. I've never really had guests.
It's okay. I have my own, and she's going to take out a small flask.
Oh, sorry, that's my cat. She's
I love that.
plucking on ukulele. Luda, get out of here.
She will take
It is
the...
like 10:50. I'm so sorry about that. That was my garage door.
Oh.
Yeah, I was really
didn't hear
confused
it.
what just happened. No, I totally did.
That was loud, man.
I will take the... Is he offering the cup?
Yeah, if you have your own cup, he will just go ahead and pour
Yeah,
it for you
first
in
she'll grab the cup for all of us, but she will grab the cup very gently. Her slender, well, her hands are gloved. She has some blood on the gloves, but it's very dried. She grabs it in her skeletal, kind of like very slim hands, grab it and kind of shakily bring it over to Miss Lacey. I look back at her.
Ah,
Yes, you. Drink this.
what is it?
It doesn't matter.
What
I'm
if I
going
don't
to
like
administer
it?
it.
It smells.
And you can spit at me then.
It smells
is,
very fragrant, actually.
You poison me.
I will if you don't drink it.
Oh, fucking jeez. Fine. Hell. Can you at least tell me what's in it?
Right, it is a collection of local spices. It is herbal tea. There's no.
Do I get a spoon?
You're such a baby. Drink it. I'm gonna kind of force it in her mouth.
I want a
Careful, it's
spoon! No! We are more civilized than this.
Hal sighs really heavily before
Give me a spoon.
standing up and walking over to Lacey. With a flick of his hand, a spoon magically appears in his hand and hands it. Here, you're so whiny.
Ah, thank you. I can eat my soup now. I'll eat it, I swear.
It's tea.
It's tea.
Oh, yeah, what spell is that you're
Take that
using,
back.
by the
I'm
way?
not.
Dr. Brian, what spell is that you're using, by the way?
Oh, I thought that was just roleplay stuff, but I guess it's not really a spell, dude. Hey, it's not really a spell. It's just me being roleplay. But if you don't want me to be able to do that kind of stuff,
So, Lacey, as Dr. Brian walks away, the spoon in your hands, it melts and like dissolves into dust and sort of floats back towards him.
Ah, no spoon.
you thought I'm not giving you a few million nanobots over a spoon.
Let's maybe not spawn spoons out of nowhere.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I really wish I had a spoon right now.
I'm just
once I get
imagining a Pirates of
prestidigitation,
the
you
Caribbean
can have a
situation where
spoon.
y'all start stuffing infinite spoons into, cannons and shit.
Well, I wasn't gonna do that.
Ah,
No, you might have thought that.
Just wait until I get prestidigitation, then you can have all the spoons you like.
Lacey, please drink it.
fine. I'm not gonna like it though.
I will not be offended if you don't want to drink it.
That's a relief.
No, I'm gonna drink it.
Is it good, DM? Can we get a 1 out of 10? Or a rating for Lacey taste buds?
How racist is the soup?
Shut up.
Roll for soup racism.
Having preferences on food is literally just food racism.
Oh my god, this is so.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
should we all just eat Huel then? You animal.
I'm
No
sorry
kidding.
for my soup
can't call Goofy Boy
racism.
animal.
I apologize. Please don't cancel me.
Okay, dial in.
So.
I rolled a 17 when I was making it.
Oh.
Good
So
to
pretty
know.
Good. 17 good.
So now my turn.
No.
Kenzie, Lacey, you drink the tea.
Oof.
You do.
Yeah.
You press it to your
Don't kill
lips,
me.
and it's extremely hot. You drink it gently. It's simple, but very refreshing. Hints of flavor, nothing too overpowering, but pleasant.
This is nice.
Thank you.
See, wasn't so bad. I'm going to kind of like take my gloved hand and kind of pat her on the cheek, kind of, and I'm gonna get up. No, I'm not getting up. Cal, come take the cup. I'm
Fuck!
not moving.
Absolutely not. Actually,
You
Fine.
two are children. I can't believe you.
fine. Flicks his wrist and his bracer, his right bracer, lights up as the cup magically levitates out of her hand and over to Kale.
Yeah, she like goes to catch it and like realizes that you're doing some magic shit. And
Oh yeah, seeing that, I think Rugar goes, I haven't seen something like that in decades.
Something like what? What do you mean decades?
Magic.
What do you mean you have? I thought magic should be quite common. What is this? It's pretty young. I don't know. Not very advanced. I would say magic would be quite prolific here, but besides, it's not magic anyways. It's techno magic, whatever you want to call it.
I cannot say I'm familiar with this
You
magic.
wouldn't be, would you?
But
I
no,
love that you're in a world where no one understands you, Cal.
No, I'm quite
Nobody
literally several
understands me.
centuries ahead of my time.
Is this why you're so emo?
I'm not emo. I'm a genius. I don't feel like affiliating myself with you people.
Mom,
I'm
I'm
here
not
until I can get home.
Mom, I'm not edgy. No one just gets me.
And in this case, no one literally does. He's from like several centuries. He's literally millions of years ahead of them.
Skin.
oh my god. But
Yeah, stop
Brugar.
backseat roleplaying.
Dr. Cal, he's not from here.
Yeah, you said that. Hold on, no, hold on. I'm still stuck on this. What do you mean you guys don't have magic?
we did.
How do you lose magic?
Well, I don't know if losing is the right word for everyone, but
Okay, you're gonna have to elaborate on that. It's very vague.
well, from what I've heard, hasn't there been a sort of crusade against that kind of thing?
A what? How do you? A crusade against magic? Oh, that's not gonna be very good.
DM, do I have any idea about this crusade?
Kale, I'd like for you to roll a history check with advantage.
With advantage.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
because
shit.
it's likely that you would.
With advantage.
I suppose this is probably.
Is a 14.
Kale. Where are you from?
From the mountainous range of Mount Landor.
The Great Chasm. The Split. Mount Landor. It sits at the crown. I hear some feedback from me, Cal, by the way. You gotta keep muting them, man.
Alright. You sure that's me, though? Because I have a headset on.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it keeps clicking and stuff, too. It's okay. Mount Landor. It sits as the crown of a long chain of mountains in the north. Not as far as the glacial sea, where land, not ice, remains. The place you're from, a small village in the mountains, near the ruins of what once Landau. You are intimately familiar with the witch hunts, the lives taken by the church, hammers covered in blood, the Holy Crusade. You are extremely familiar. Do you know why? Because you are Landorian, enemy of the Holy Tyrene Empire.
I'll just not say anything.
A moment passes. Silence. Eyes shifting. Words floating, but none being said. At least not aloud. What do you all do?
Hal's just kind of sitting in shock. I mean, it made a lot of sense to him because of the excess magic in the atmosphere, but the idea of magic being completely wiped out here was very concerning, as it quite limited his chances of being able to return home. He just kind of sits in silence, considering his options, what he could do next, where to go from here. No answers appear to him.
Are you all... How do I say this? Affiliated with the Tyrene Empire?
I am not much, but I have no idea what that means, and I'm not a part of it.
My history is complicated with it.
Right.
Lacey,
Yes.
are you related to the Holy Tyrenian Empire?
Am I?
I don't know, are you?
Have I heard
Lacey.
of that?
Where are you from? I guess I should ask.
Where are you from?
I don't even think I know that. Um, um,
Let's say, as an ensign, a newly signed scout, I imagine in some small village Lacey would have grown up. A way out. A way to experience something larger. Ending up here. Something like that.
yeah, I
Yes,
don't think so.
I think you would be.
I would be.
Dingus Lord time,
Except
you ready?
her.
What?
Dingus Lord time, you ready?
Lord time, Lord time, Lord time.
Okay.
Oh!
After the Cataclysm, the capital of North Ackmore, capital of North Avalon, The holy city of Akmor stood alone. A great wave eclipsed the land. Cities washed away. The sins of the many, perhaps. In the aftermath, Akmor is law, perhaps only in name. There are pockets of civilization, yes. Hamlets scattered about, people still raising banners and rallying. But some yet cling to anarchy. The wilds are filled with horrible things. Bandits, thieves, murderers. If one wishes to survive, it's a banner underneath. That's the good place to stand. I guess what I'm trying to say is, Lacey, you do have a choice here in this moment.
Okay.
I understand when we started these games, you might not have written any background. That's okay. The beautiful thing about this is now, here, in this moment, you can choose. Roll a d20 for me.
Oh. $14.
Just checking something. The dice have spoken. Lacey, you are from a small town, the outskirts of the holy city of Akmor.
Okay. Was
You
that
join the
Paul?
scouts of your own volition, a way to serve, to practice faith, perhaps, perhaps not. A sense of duty, a way to find something somewhere else, whatever the reason. The symbol of the hand lifting the hammer aloft, vertically, upon a white field, emblazoned upon crests, sigils, inlaid in bronze outside of grand doorways, cathedrals. And yet, the hungry faces of the people, empty doorways and shut shutters. You are Tyrene. For better or for worse. What do you do?
I find who?
You're from the Holy Tyranium Empire, okay?
What the fuck? Okay, I'm accepting this.
Yes.
Brugar,
So do you?
you stand in a room with enemies.
Oh. No.
You see the arcane before you. A Landorian sits, drinking your tea. A life
You
lost. What do you do with that?
You all shouldn't be here. You shouldn't have found me.
I don't understand.
Didn't you just say we could stay here?
You already know where I am. So, sure, what tonight?
You see him sort of like slouch back on his stool, grinning and shaking his head at himself.
I'm going
Just.
to look.
Oh,
No, I was going to look to Cal while she's talking.
but none of you were sent here specifically, right?
No.
I've got
We've-
no idea where I even am. I'm so far away from home. I can't go back.
Go back where?
When you find your way home, he looks lost in thought, shakes his head, his brow furrows, and his hand grips tightly.
Kale will grab a hold of Lacey. Let us sleep outside for now.
I agree.
Agreed.
It is better for you, I assume. Rumor.
Right. My apologies. Yes, that would be best. I just need a moment.
Kale will lead Lacey out.
I will follow behind.
Kale will bring her. I guess Kale will grab. She's grabbing a hold of Lacey, and she'll grab Cal's forearm. and
I was
bring-
walking on his own. He's shaking that off right immediately.
Okay. I guess I'll go to the nearest tree and sit her down. Okay. I think I understand what's going on.
I'd appreciate it if you explain.
Kale. Roll a perception check for me.
18.
A vision flashes across you. In the flickering firelight, you saw as Brugar's hand was extended towards the pot, lifting the kettle from the plate. You saw it. a shiny silver thing, a mark upon the back of a hand. You see it twist in the light, and you see a brand. Silvery scar tissue, deep red wounds, a hammer emblazoned, a brand. You've seen those marks before, on corpses, on those broken upon wheels. The mark of the blasphemer. It marks exiles.
He must be affiliated with the church, or was. We should be careful, or
I don't understand. Why didn't he kill me then? To him, I was a magic user. Why wouldn't you have killed me?
I don't know, Cal, but I will stay up for the whole night if need be, but we must rest.
I'll set up an alarm bot. We'll be fine.
Thank you, Cal. I do not understand what you are going through, being in a place you are unfamiliar with entirely, both in place, society, and other. But I'll keep you safe till you figure it out. Now
I
rest.
appreciate that.
I'm gonna finally sit down against the tree stump, and I'm going to wrap my arm under Lacey's and kind of like lock our arms together, just to keep her near me. And
Why?
just bear with me.
Sounds like it doesn't trust you. Shame.
I'm
Cal-
gonna close my eyes and try to go to sleep.
Cal's gonna sit down. He was originally going to sit down on the opposite side of the tree, but he thinks, and he stares at the two. He thinks about what Kali said, and after a moment of thought, he moves and instead sits down nearby Kali before tossing a lump of metal on the ground, which slowly shapes and rebuilds itself into a very familiar device he's thrown down before. Begins to scan the area. So I'm going to be putting an alarm down, obviously, for the 20 by 20 by 20 radius around us, or square around us. And it's going to make a noise this time. It's not going to be telepathic. And obviously it'll count me, Kali, and Lacey.
Okay. Good to know. You sit at the edge of the tree line. The house, still within a stone's throw. Describe to me your campsite.
It's not really a campsite. It's a tree, and we're sitting against it.
It's true.
Alright.
I
That's
mean,
enough.
we could make a campfire. It's going to be cold.
I guess I'll make the campfire since I am awake. I'll go and do that.
I'll light it with one of my cantrips.
I can find wood easily, so it's fine.
Fire crackles, illuminating the area in a warm, flickering glow. What do you all wish to do?
Well, I'm gonna just try to calm down after understanding and realizing what that was, and try to best go to sleep. I'm just gonna hold on to Lacey, slightly. Her grip on your arm, Lacey, it was intense when she was bringing you outside, but it's slowly getting better.
Hey! Awesome.
Okay, long rest, please, 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 please,
Please, please, please, please, please,
please, please.
please.
So, I just want to make it clear. So, you all are out in the open still. There's an alarm, but it would not stop someone from, for example, shooting you. Right?
I'll keep watch.
Yeah, I will as well. I think me and him can go in shifts, and no, at least you can get in shifts too. She's already got some sleep.
She's bleeding.
And she'll get over it.
Technically, shoots the same rest.
Actually,
Look, all three of us will take turns, okay?
Lacey, how low on health are you? You're bleeding, right? So, like, how much damage did you take? Any damage, or is it just like, oh, you're bleeding?
I can't remember how many hit points I had.
Where's your
I
sheet?
lost it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. What's your sheet?
Do you not have your
max,
sheet?
My max HP. I do have my sheet.
Okay, what's your current HP?
19.
All right. I was gonna cast Cure Wounds if she had any injuries, but it's fine if she doesn't.
I thought you were fucked up. My bad. You
Yeah, this
sure
is
you got
fine,
hit
though.
by that arrow that you shot?
You really
Well,
gotta pay attention to
she,
those numbers, because those are important.
Not important.
I don't remember getting, like, hurt.
I mean, she did get cursed. I think she just took pain. I don't think you dealt her any damage.
We'll say for sake of immersion, over the course of the night, you take care of your wounds, and they've been not completely right. You're still, in the lore sense, bandaged up, but like you have full health. It takes weeks for wounds to fully heal. For an adventurer, though, pain is like, mosquitoes. There's tons of it. You brush them off and move on.
That works.
So, you guys taking turns, taking watch, but what's the order of that?
Yeah.
Kali will go first, Cal will go second, Lisa will go third.
Okay.
I will begrudgingly accept that.
So, Dr. Brienne's going second. Is that what I heard?
He'll go second, but begrudgingly.
All right, good to know. Words. Brugar. The door shuts, slamming. You are alone again. What do you do?
He starts breathing a bit erratically and begins to shiver. In a moment of anger, he reaches out and slaps the kettle onto the floor.
Ping, ping, ping. It clatters and eventually rolls to a stop.
He's kind of still there. He's just shaking and shivering in place until he eventually takes a deep breath. Finds that hard too. Moments of the past all start coming back to him. He just paces around his room.
time stops for a while. The rhythm of the pacing. The troubled thoughts cease eventually. I want you to roll a performance check for me.
That is going to be a 18 plus 2, so 20.
A sense bounces suddenly into your awareness, your hands rubbing against this coin-like object dangling from your hip. This bronze, sort of circular thing. A sigil emblazoned upon it. A hammer held aloft upon a white field, worn smooth by time.
He grasps it in his hand. And he looks over to the floorboard that he searched when he first came home. And he just stares. And between his pacing, he continues. He keeps his eyes keep stopping there. Especially after he sees that talisman on his hip.
What do you do?
He takes cautious steps over, step by step, upon the creaky floorboards. Or rather, I guess no, he wouldn't have floorboards. It's just kind of dirt. Never mind. But yeah.
You know what? If you wish, I would.
Yeah, I think I'd do
I imagine that he would have attempted a floorboard.
Hey, yeah, at least would have attempted. I think in part there are places that do have floorboards.
To his credit.
Yeah.
I think you commented actually on pulling up floorboards earlier when you were looking into
I
this.
did. Yeah. So, yeah, of course there is.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
It's a given.
But yes. He eventually makes his way over to it. And he gets on his knees with a long sigh. And slowly peels back.
You kneel in the familiar patch of dirt, worn, packed smooth by years. You lift up the same old board, pulling it up. It clatters to the side. What do you do?
I look inside to the box, and I take it out.
Describe for me the appearance of the box.
It's an old wooden box, rotted from moisture and age, but it's still intact.
What do you do?
His hands are shaking as he's reaching over to the top of it. Every part of his body is just telling him not to open it, not to look inside right now. This isn't the time. but he does.
The lock opens. The click. The hinge opens, creaking, groaning. Warped and soft, moist wood. What do you do?
He looks inside and he's looked in this many times before, but at this point, something hits him and he just begins to sob.
Like an ocean, a waterfall.
He rummages through the box. Just rustling sound of clanging metal as he looks almost sort of amused, like he's thinking of a good memory, but there's also a kind of look of disgust in his face. At the same time, you can tell when he gulps that and he can't help but just take it out. He pulls out a old piece of half-plate armor. There's a cloth is old. There's a symbol of the All-Father over it. It is rusted and underneath the cloth and isn't exactly what it used to be. He reaches further in and yeah, it's still there. His shield with the same crest. Though the last thing he spots in there, he stops.
I will say
You
this:
can't
the
help but
shield
just-
has seen better days.
Oh
metal,
yes, it
the metal
is.
buckler is covered in dents, scratches, rust.
Yeah, it is a very messed up looking shield at this point. The last thing in there, he stares at it. It's a hammer. It's an old hammer. It is rusted as well. The inlays, though it is still intact. It's an old hammer, and he was given it many, many, many years ago. It's no ordinary warhammer. It's that of the paladins. It's has the symbol of the All-Father on it as well. It is its design is intricate. It's sort of angular, these gold inlays that are now aged with time. He can't bear to touch that, though.
It sits as it always has.
He gasps and drops the box.
The hammer clatters out, dropping with a heavy thud upon the dirt.
It wasn't supposed to be this way. They weren't supposed to find me. When can I be rid of this?
What do you do?
He stands there for a bit. He just stares at his equipment scattered across the floor. And yeah, he eventually he does go back down onto his knees. He inspects the equipment. Still in that kind of look of disgust and also awe of what once was. He holds the armor up to himself. He's gained a lot of weight. It probably wouldn't fit nearly as well as it did.
That was a long time ago.
It was a very long time ago. He looks back to the door. And tries to listen to see if he can still hear them outside.
Roll a perception check.
Not the greatest. That is going to be just a, I believe I have seen that. So that is going to be a 6.
You wish to open the door and like peek through?
I guess so, as nonchalantly as he can.
The familiar door handle opens effortlessly. You peek your snout through the crack of the door and listen. The sound of a crackling fire. You peek out and look and see a campfire nestled at the edge of the tree line to the left. In the pathway on your way to the well. They are not far.
He looks to that campfire, he looks to the way that they're sort of huddled together, and he thinks about past how he sort of sees himself in that. Years and years ago, he was the same position. He was an adventurer as well.
That was a long time ago.
Very long time ago. He closes the door.
What do you do?
I can't do this any longer. Fuck it. He goes back to the door.
What do you do?
I open it.
It opens out with a 9. That was a pitiful door sound. That was better. Alright.
Are you sure about that?
No. You stand out into the night. What do you do?
He takes a step out. He walks towards the sort of makeshift encampment, the fire. Very slowly he approaches. He doesn't mean to intimidate or look imposing in any way.
Kale is facing towards the house, just to let you know. But due to her bandages and her hood, you literally cannot tell if she's asleep or awake.
Right. So yes, he just stands there.
Musica gone.
Where the
Yeah,
music?
give it a second.
Musica
moves up.
return.
So yes, he slowly walks up. His arm crosses. The other is still hidden under a sort of long cloak. But it looks like he's crossing his arms. And he just looks at you all.
Dr.
He
Breon
assumes
and
you all are
Lacey,
sleeping.
Are you asleep by this point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cal and
It's been
Lacey
about-
are asleep.
It's been about 20 minutes since you guys have lit the fire.
I'm probably Cal. It takes him a while to sleep in unfamiliar places. He's very used to the comfort of a lavish lifestyle, not one to sleep up against trees. So I would say give him 5 more minutes and he's probably drifting off, but right now he's still probably asleep. Just kind of deep in thought, trying to go to sleep.
He's not very good at hiding his presence. When he
Colin,
steps up to the fire.
Colin, what did you
Yes,
roll on
very
your-
tall.
What did you
very
roll on
big.
your perception check, Kale?
You told me to roll a perception check.
Well, you're first in watch. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okie dokie.
The first step to telling your DM what you rolled for a perception check is rolling a perception check.
That is a 12. Not that great, honestly.
Still say it's probably more than enough to
It
see
makes
the
sense
massive
because
bear
she's tunnel
walking towards
visioned
you.
on the house.
Hmm. So, the fire is lit. Lacey, next to you, finds a place to rest. And Dr. Breon does the same. Though your thoughts lie on the house and that of the man within it. You watch, staring, waiting, watching.
Can I add something?
Dr. Breon, you stir. What do you do?
I look around to see what that noise I just heard was. Can I roll a perception check to see if I see the massive bear walking towards me as well?
That hasn't happened. Not yet.
Oh wait, why did I think he was walking towards us already?
Also, he's a hyena.
Oh wait, I'm being stupid then. My bad. I apologize.
No,
you're
it's
good.
because you guys are
Describe him.
racist.
We've been describing him as like everyone keeps saying bear, so it just kind of
Yeah,
came
he
out
is
of
a
my
bear.
mouth.
Yeah, of course.
Next time, I'll specify that
Oh
I'm
my gosh.
backing
He's
up
a,
a
he's a
little bit.
bear in a sense, but he is
What I
a
sh-
hyena.
So let me remedy that real quick. What I should have done when I switched from Brugar to Kale, as I should have said, and while that has been happening,
Oh my gosh.
Kale, you roll your perception check. Dr. Breon, are you gonna try to get some rest, or what are you doing?
I think I guess I'll try and get some rest. I think that's what he's been trying to do, but I think
Probably uses
Big.
passive perception
well,
if he's still wanting to stay awake a little bit.
I'm just Cal is deep in thought, mainly contemplating his family. He's realized that he hasn't been thinking about them this entire time. His wife and daughter back home. Hasn't even been a day yet. It feels like it's been forever since he's seen either of them.
It's been a little bit more than 24 hours since you found yourself in the dark catacombs.
Why did I think it was not more than 24 hours?
The past few days have been a blur.
It's true.
Lacey, what have you been doing this whole time?
Sleeping, because I'm a EB person.
Big EP, blue-haired hunter girl.
Who, for some reason, wanted to dance on some shadowy figure earlier.
Kale. A beam of light in the dark. Your eyes perk up immediately as the door cracks open in the house. It shuts again.
I want to slowly take my bow out.
What's Kali's passive perception, by the way?
It's 15, but I rolled a 12 for perception, so
I was trying to figure out how much higher mine is than yours, and if I would hear it as well, passively.
There was no noise, only a light source.
Oh, I got you. I thought doors make noise. That's
Another
my
light.
thought process. Fine.
And the door opens wide. And the old gnoll steps out into the night towards you. What do you do?
I'm gonna watch him. Not moving at all.
Do you still have your bow resting out in your lap?
Yes, it's out on my lap, but I am being as still as possible.
Roll a deception check.
Nat 1.
Dear God.
Brugar, you step into the firelight at the perimeter of the small camp. Upon doing so, you see Kale jolt and then sort of like steady herself, alarmed by your appearance.
She's slightly shaking. You can see her from here as she's trying to look like she doesn't notice you, but yeah.
I would say, a matter of fact, the two of you hear her jump, and Lacey and Dr. Brianna, both of you are kind of awake, like looking up and around, and you see Brugar standing there.
Cal materializes, like kind of hides his hand behind his body, but materializes his lightning lancer on his arm.
What do you all do?
Beauregard?
You know, I've been thinking, maybe this is some kind of, I don't know, cruel joke the Allfathers played on me. Maybe I was always meant to be found. It had to happen eventually. Yeah, the Allfather.
Go on.
I keep thinking you guys say that there's no ulterior motives here, I know that, but you know, Kale, you remind me of someone I used to know. I'm not sure you would know her, so I don't know what telling you that would matter.
Is she Landorian?
His eyes go wide when you mention that, and he kind of stops in place, and he kind of grabs onto one of his shoulders, and he looks away for a moment before looking back. Yes.
Did you kill her?
He takes a step back. No. No, actually, I failed.
Al's gauntlet begins to light up as he begins chanting under his breath.
You're branded a blasphemer, like we are.
Oh, you noticed.
I do not know what rank you hold in the Holy Tyrant Empire and the Church. You know what you've done. And what the Church has done. Well, you are blessed. You are a blasphemer. I do not know why you are here, but it's for good reason. I don't trust you. As Lindorian as I am, I'll protect these two.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Good. Now what is it what you want?
What I want. That's the thing. I don't know what I want anymore. I thought I wanted to be alone. I've 25 years. I've been here. I've hid away. So I wouldn't have to face.
That was a long time ago.
I'm not what you think I am. Or at least... not anymore.
Were you a paladin?
You
Yeah.
can sense the threat in her eyes. Choose your words carefully.
Well, I'd prefer if you didn't call me that, but...
Are you looking for atonement? Are you wanting to grovel at my feet and say sorry for what you've done to my people?
She's standing now.
You murderers. Exiled be damned, you've killed my people. You slaughtered all of us. While we ran and screamed.
I don't know what to tell you other than that's just war. It's hell. It's awful. It's regrettable. There's nothing good.
Is that the All-Father you worship? Whatever this forsaken god or whatever the hell it is. Is that who you think he is? What he represents? Justice?
It's what he should. But, you know, I have had my doubts. What am I saying? I guess I don't have anything left to lose. I guess it's all just out there right now. No, I don't. I don't think the Tyranian Empire, what they did, yes, I may have played a small, well, not so small part in, at least at the formation of it. I don't know your people. This was years and years and years ago. I'm not taking the blame off of myself. I know what I've done.
Kale, as she stands, her from the rage that she expelled, you saw her arms like shake and clench, her hands clenching from the expression of rage. And she tries her best to cool down. So what are you? You're an exile. You do not believe in the All-Father.
I don't know what I believe anymore.
You stayed here. You stayed here.
Kale. Roll an insight check.
That is a 21.
He seems smaller than before. Something about him is diminished. Shame, perhaps. Memories. You see it in his eyes. It infuriates you.
No, I can't apologize. There's nothing I could do to atone for what the Tyranian Empire did. What they continue to do.
And you stayed here for 25 years and done nothing? The All-Father you believe in, even if you still pray to him, you've done nothing but stay here alone, away from what they are doing. Murdering, committing genocide among my people. You've done nothing. Is this what you're saying to me?
I lost my powers. What am I to do? Huh? I'm not what I was.
I'm human and I still would have gone and fought them. I have. I didn't want to, but I had to. No powers or with powers, with divine might or mortal blood. You do nothing. Will you atone for it? Will you do something about it? An old man, maybe. Your shrinking visage is disgusting. I know what people are like.
What my
Words
people
you
are
say.
like.
No, not your people. You. A paladin that was strong. Even my distaste and anger towards them for killing my people, they were strong. As a Landorian, I must respect it. So you will do something about it and stop groveling here. Or just let me kill you now and end it.
Brugar, you see a bow drawn in front of you, an arrow pointed towards your head. What do you do?
His eyes are wide at this. But there's not very long until there's just a moment of recognition of, maybe I don't deserve that. Just the easy way out. Maybe you have a point.
Lacey, Dr. Breon, what have you all been doing while this has been happening?
Oh, I'm just
Hell.
kind of staring, quietly listening.
It's like that
Don't
one
lay
meme of the
down.
puppet with like the sort of shocked side eye. It's like you two like, side eyeing each other.
Yes, this is
Stop!
really what I'm doing.
Bro, I was crying. Come on, man. You can't mess up this fucking moment.
Cal,
You stand there,
Cal has
Brugar.
been.
Oh, sorry, Dr. Breon, go ahead.
No, Cal's been listening intently, deciphering, learning. Pretty early on, he began chanting to activate his lancer, but he stopped. He thought about it, and he decided that this was not something he should be involved in. That this was not his fault. So he stood down, and now he is looking at Gar. He's making sure that his presence is known. He is not interfering in this. This is not his decision to make.
Brugar, you stand on the sharp end of an arrow. Or stand... Well, man, those fucking euphemisms just don't work. English, please. Oh my God.
It's a hard language.
We love English. What do you mean?
Brugar, you in danger now.
Danger in
You
front.
know
what do we
good
do?
spot.
Not a good position.
Position. Bad.
You may die soon.
He, for a moment, he's decided he's done just hanging his head in shame. Though his eyes are still looking like he'd been crying for the past 30 minutes or so. But his ears are perked down. He just turns away. And he walks back to the cabin.
Kale, what do you do?
Stay, you two. And I'm going to follow him. Keeping my bow drawn.
Rugar, you step to the doorway of the house. Where are you going?
By the time that he's inside, by the time that Kale has made her way inside, Brugar is on his knees before his equipment that's just laid out. You see him tracing his hand paw across the cloth of his half-plate armor.
Kale, what are you doing?
Kale takes a breath. The arrow and the bow shaking intensely from the rage and fueled adrenaline. She grips tightly onto the bow, and as she watches him touch his past, she will lower her bow.
You know, there was a time. You mentioned it, yes, it is a damn shame that I've done nothing for this past 25 years. I don't know, maybe I was... No, certainly I was ashamed of my failure. This Landorian person, she was a dear friend of mine before. Well, there was a misunderstanding. I don't feel like getting into all of that, but...
Clearly.
Right, maybe That's not all I am. I am not a warmonger. I've made mistakes, yes. You know, 25 years doing nothing. And my name has stayed the same. The legend, the Father's Hammer. Hyena hero of Tyrene. Has a certain ring to it, but... that person...
It was a long time ago.
Maybe I'm still him. I don't know. Maybe I can be. But do I deserve it? Maybe it's not about me. It's certainly not about me, is it?
No.
He nods. I'm not a big...
Preach justice, Brugar. If you believe in the true justice of your All-Father, we Landorians don't believe in a god. We believe in our king, the warrior king. The man who has slain giants that lay corpses across our mountain range. Maybe he is a godlike being. And we may have our own visions of what his strength is. But if justice is what you believe in, Brugar, is it justice for my people and other blasphemers to be murdered and killed by your church that you once believed in? Is that justice?
He stays there still. He looks to his hammer, but he doesn't shiver now. No. No, it's a great injustice, is what it is. And it's not...
If anything, Brugar, your friend, maybe you can go and atone for what you've done. and make up with her. She's not
That'd be
already
nice, wouldn't
dead.
it? Last we left off, we're not on great terms. No. He kind of like moves aside his cloak, and you see a sort of kind of like wiry arm, and around the hand there seems to be a sort of like hook, like a grappling hook.
Kale, what you
Yeah.
see strapped to the side of the man's torso, where the left arm would be, there is this cylindrical device. It's strange. It's strapped to a pole, trying to a strange harness. You've never seen anything like this.
He reaches over to the shield. There's a mechanism on the arm that he unlocks, and he attaches the sort of handle of the shield inside to it, and he locks it in. Last time I saw her, she took my arm. So no, I would say we're not on great terms.
She took your arm. Of course. Why didn't? It's such a hilarious.
I guess it is funny, isn't it? Yeah.
I bet she was really strong to take on someone like you.
She was very strong. Yes.
So have you decided on what you will do?
I think so. Yes. For now,
You can come with us.
his ears kind of perk up at that, but then they lower again. You can see he's very conflicted, but he's already reaching over to his hammer.
Same place it's always been.
And he reaches over to it like you would if you were to try and convince yourself to put your hand on a hot stove. But eventually he does grasp onto it with a gasp. Feels the same as it did.
Same place it always was.
It's Frederick, by the way.
Frederick. Do I recognize that name, DM? The legend?
Kale, everyone knows the name of the hammer. He's a legend. Infamous among Landorians for leading the crusade against the undead legions of the Lich Queen. But that was a long time ago. I think that's a good place to stop for tonight.
Yeah.
Woo.
Ooh-wee.
I feel like I had to give an applause for that.
Fuck.
That was great.
That
was
Jeez,
amazing,
a lot,
actually.
Man.
That was pretty good.
That was so
Oh.
good.
It felt good.
Oh my fucking heart. I haven't fucking. Oh my god. I need to.
For everybody at home, this has been a long time coming, and this has been something we wanted to work on for a long time. Partly what you've been hearing is just a reuniting of best friends. We've all been wanting to do this together for ages. It's a continuation of an old story, and it's nice to actually be able to get this, started properly.
Yeah, Frederick was the first character I played with this DM, and yeah, he means a lot to me. So it's great to be able to play him again.
It was a long time ago.
It's such a long time ago. Yeah, that too. 3 years, I think. Yeah, but yeah, he's different now. But I'm very interested to see where this goes for him.
It sounds like I need to get all of you in a history lesson. I need to sit y'all down in a classroom and tell y'all.
That'll definitely help.
Probably go over the last 30 years of Amalonian lore, history books.
Because Frederick was not just a crusade leader; he was also a genuine heroic force, specifically after the Great Flood.
You want to tell him about that?
Yes,
Actually,
I'll very briefly.
I've been parched for the last hour, so continue. I'm just gonna keep the stream rolling, man, and then we're just gonna keep going. Just gonna hang out after hours.
Sure? I feel like we should end the stream.
You wanna get? Let's get some lore on tape, and then we'll go and cut it off.
Yeah, just the lore, and then we'll cut it.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I guess. So, let's say it would be 32 years ago. There was a period of a sort of magical renaissance in North Amalon, and that ended after a sort of catastrophe that flooded the world, and over time that kind of balanced itself out, and Frederick played a very big role in unifying the different parts of North Amalon again, which led him to rise in the ranks until eventually. So there was prosperity for 7 years because of that. But then, of course, war happens and everything changes. So.
Oh, that felt good. All right, that's great.
Yeah, that was good. I was not expecting you to go so hard on that. I was not expecting that confrontation, honestly. That's great. That's so perfect. That's so good for Frederick in that moment. Because there's few things that would make him call into action, I think.
Oh man, what I
being
missed.
Being directly confronted with that, I think, is one thing. Another thing would be if you guys were under an immediate threat, he probably would have done something. But yeah, that was the perfect way to do it. You did great as Kale.
I don't know why I didn't expect that to happen. Cody and
really
I
did
talked
not
about how we were gonna try to lead into this, and it didn't occur to me until halfway through the session. I'm like, oh, everybody should hate each other here. Nobody's friends with each other.
Yeah.
We have a mad scientist. We have a Landorian. We have a citizen of the Tyrene Empire. The mad scientist is a magician, by the way. And we have a paladin, or ex-paladin. Yeah.
Paladin-ish. I mean,
Somehow we
magician,
assembled the
I'm
worst
just
group
crazy.
of people ever. The most unlikely group of people.
But isn't that so D&D though?
Yeah, it probably
That's
is.
exactly
That is so D&D.
Well, on that
It's the
note,
most ragtag.
everybody say goodnight, Internet.
Good night, Internet.
Internet. I will see myself later when I'm editing this and having to listen to myself back.
Good night, everybody.